What is happening? I'm Minnesota Vikings man 28, and yes, if you have already looked, I'm wearing the official Grassy Posse t-shirt. So it was very exciting getting that over the weekend. So yeah, if you want to get this, go to tomgrassycomedy.com, and you can go to the shop and buy this. So without further ado, let's get to some picks for week number 5. Before we do that, we're gonna go over week 4. Week 4, um, I went 10-5, so not too bad. And overall, I am 38 and 23. 38 and 23, so not so shabby. So hopefully I'll do better this week. And the bye teams for this week are the Bears and the Buccaneers, just to remind you. So let's get to Thursday Night Football, Colts and Patriots. Colts are doing very good on offense. They had a very competitive matchup against the Texans. I like that they went to go for the win instead of playing for a tie. So I like that competitive spirits in the Colts, but it's in New England, and Tom Brady in New England. That's not gonna be good. I think this could be one of those blowout type of games. So I'm picking the Patriots to win. Next, Dolphins and Bengals. This game is gonna be pretty interesting. Dolphins had a terrible loss against the Patriots, but I feel like that was more expected. The Bengals, shocking win over the Falcons. But I'm picking the Bengals to win because they just seem have more momentum on their side, and I feel like even though I think Tyler Eifert I don't know how long he's going to be out for. I haven't checked any of this yet, but Bengals offense is just moving right along, and could possibly stay first in the AFC North. Whoever knows. Next, we have the Ravens and the Browns. Also, very enticing matchup. Ravens coming off of a very good win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Browns getting cheated out by a call against the Oakland Raiders. I have to pick the Ravens. They are the better defense. Defense wins championships. Browns, I don't think have that elite type of defense yet, like the Ravens do. So that's why I think the Ravens are going to win. Now we have Giants and Panthers. I'm already saying I'm picking Panthers. Giants. Last week, what was it? The 33-18 against the Saints. Didn't look so good. They were playing the Saints defense, so I was expecting more of a shootout type of game, but that didn't happen. Panthers looking good as always. They came off a bye week, I think, so looking to be refreshed. So Panthers, Titans, and Bills is the next matchup. Titans. I'm still very embarrassed about that loss against the Bills. But especially when the Packers shut out the Bills, that Packer defense, no. Yeah, Titans. Yeah, Titans. Next, I feel like this was a very close one to call. Green Bay and Detroit. Green Bay, as always. Their offense didn't look so good against the Bills, but their defense played amazing. The Lions losing in a lot of close games, unfortunately. Unfortunately for them, but very good for the Vikings because they won't. They're not. At least they're not last in the AFC North right now, so that's good. But I don't know. It's in Detroit, which is going to be very interesting. I think the Lions are going to win. I know some of you are thinking, oh, he just hates the Packers that much. You're right. You're right. You're right. So, um, I'm picking the Detroit Lions over the Green Bay Packers. So next we have the Atlanta Falcons and Pittsburgh Steelers. Should be a very high scoring game. None of these defenses, um, really are really that good. Whoever scores the most points is going to win this game. I mean, which is for every game, but whoever can produce on offense will win. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will do that at home in Heinz Field. Next, we have the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Jets, I don't know what's been happening to them. I mean, did amazing week 1 and now are going down the tubes real fast. And then Case Keenum looking up, he's doing pretty good. Lost a very close game to the Chiefs, what they should have won. The defense, I don't know what they were thinking on that one, the drive that put Kansas City on top, but yeah, but Denver is looking very, very good right now, and Denver is looking like they're going to get second. I mean, I feel like they're on their way. They could get second in the AFC West. I don't know, between them and the Chargers. So I'm picking the Denver Broncos. Next we have Jacksonville and Kansas City. Probably the game of the week. The game of the week because Jacksonville has a very good defense versus Patrick Mahomes and that powerful offense. Chiefs are looking to stay undefeated. But as I said in the Baltimore and Cleveland game, defense wins champions, and the Chiefs do not have a defense. Did you see how easy the Broncos ran through that Chiefs defense? And TJ Yeldon, because I don't think Leonard Fournette's going to be playing, will run all over that Chiefs defense. So I'm picking the Jaguars. Raiders and Chargers. I don't have to say really that much. Gruden, I got a pathetic win against the Browns. They shouldn't have won. Chargers, yes, it was a close game against the 49ers, but they still won. And I think the Chargers overall are a much better team than the Raiders. So yeah, Chargers. Cardinals and 49ers, another tough game to pick. I mean, the 49ers, I felt like they did get a little lucky in keeping with the Chargers in their game last week, but I think the Cardinals will get their first win of the season, and they're the only team who hasn't won a game yet. So yeah, I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals. Next we have I think this is gonna be Fox's game of the week. The Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, well, I can't say of course because last week I did pick the Rams to win, and they did win. I don't know. Vikings are going down. Eagles are going down. It's really who can get themselves out of the hole right now, and I think that's going to be hopefully the Vikings because their defense needs to get back on track. So I'm picking the Vikings. Next we have the Rams and Seahawks. Usually this is a very close game, but I can't see this being a close game. Even though it's in Seattle, there's going to be a lot of crowd noise. I have to pick the Rams. Next we have Sunday Night Football battle for Texas. We have Cowboys and Texans. It's in Houston. I mean, home field advantage in this game. This particular game does not really matter. I'm picking the Texans because I don't know. The Cowboys haven't been seeming too fantastic to me. They barely nudged out a win against the Lions. The Texans, even though they barely nudged a win against the Colts, I think they do have much better overall talent. So I'm picking the Texans. Then we got Monday Night Football. Redskins and Saints. Mark Ingram is back. And, it looks like Drew Brees is going to get the passing record on that night. So, should be a very fun night for him. And the Saints have a great offense also on all cylinders. So, and Redskins. I mean, Adrian Pearson's. I think will definitely run for a lot of yards against the Saints. Alex Smith drew pretty good, but if you're going for a shootout game, pick someone in a shootout game, it's going to be the New Orleans Saints because of that high-powered offense with Kamara, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, all those other great players. And those are my picks for this week. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skol.